She's ugly and she was born with defects. No one will ever want her. Just get rid of her. Whoever finds her can keep her." Those were the breeder's words about this tiny newborn puppy. But someone refused to believe them. And if you see what this little girl eventually became, you'll understand just how wrong they were. This tiny American bully girl was surrendered to foster diaries shortly after birth because she was born with a cleft lip and cleft palate. The opening in the roof of her mouth meant she couldn't nurse safely like other newborn puppies. So from the very beginning, she would need specialized feeding and close care. And now, this little girl officially has a name, Cassia, meaning cinnamon. At just 1 day old, she's doing remarkably well and settling into her new routine. She may be tiny and needs some extra help with feeding, but so far, Cassia is giving her caregivers plenty of reasons to feel encouraged. Because of her cleft palate, Cassia Rose had to be tube-fed to make sure her milk reached her stomach safely. But feeding wasn't the only thing this newborn needed. When it was time to sleep, she loved suckling on her foster mom's finger until she drifted off. In Cassia's mind, dinner comes through a tube, but this finger is my pacifier. By day 4, Cassia was still doing well and getting a little stronger with every feeding. At this age, newborn puppies spend most of their time eating and sleeping, so even small, steady progress matters. For Cassia, every successful meal was helping her body grow, while her foster mom continued to watch her closely. For a puppy who needed so much hands-on care, Cassia had already mastered one thing all by herself: relaxing. The moment she was warm, full, and comfortable, she completely melted into her foster mom's arms. No worries, no complaints, just one very tiny puppy sleeping like she owned the place. And then Cassia reached a stage every foster parent loves to see. Her tiny eyes were beginning to crack open, as if she were finally curious about the people behind all those feedings. Even better, the scale now read 14 ounces, a reassuring sign that all those carefully measured tube feedings were paying off. Her expression almost said it all. Wait, there's a whole world outside my naps? By 2 weeks old, Cassia was growing well, but her foster mom's schedule was relentless. Because of her cleft palate, Cassia needed tube feeding every 3 hours, plus gentle stimulation to help her go potty. It was exhausting around-the-clock work, but seeing this little girl thrive made it completely worth it. At 3 weeks old, Cassia decided sleeping all day was getting a little boring. She was learning to play, wobbling around, testing those tiny paws, and getting curious about everything within reach. She wasn't exactly graceful yet, but that only made her first attempts at play even more entertaining. A little personality was officially starting to show. Now that Cassia had discovered how much fun playing could be, being alone suddenly felt unacceptable. So she tried a new strategy: howling for attention, loudly. "Hello? Is anyone here? I'm bored. Someone come play with me." Apparently, Cassia had found her voice, and she was already very good at using it. All that playing and howling worked up quite an appetite. Cassia was now drinking like a big girl, eagerly working through her meal with the confidence of a puppy who clearly took food very seriously. After weeks of carefully managed feedings, watching her become more independent was a pretty exciting change. Playtime quickly became Cassia's favorite part of the day, and she had plenty of toys to choose from. Her clear favorite was a stuffed chicken drumstick, which she happily wrestled with whenever she got the chance. But toys weren't always necessary. Sometimes Mom's shirt was far more interesting, because apparently anything within Paw's reach could become part of Cassia's playground. Cassia wasn't just becoming more playful, she was becoming incredibly affectionate too. She loved being close to her people, soaking up every cuddle and bit of attention she could get. After all that energetic play, apparently there was always room in her schedule for one more job: being ridiculously sweet. Of course, even the sweetest girl had her grumpy moments. Cassia's cleft lip needed regular cleaning to keep milk and debris from collecting in the opening, and she was definitely not a fan. The moment Mom started cleaning, Cassia made her feelings very clear. In her mind, "Excuse me, I did not approve this appointment." Keeping the area clean is important since trapped food and moisture can irritate the delicate tissue around a cleft. A small bump inside Cassia's nose led to an unexpected vet visit. Surprisingly, it turned out to be a tooth growing in the wrong place, likely related to her cleft. The vet scheduled its removal for the following week to prevent future irritation or complications. Cassia was growing up, but Mom had discovered exactly how to get a reaction out of her. A little teasing was all it took for Cassia to protest with plenty of attitude. She might be small, but she was becoming very good at making sure everyone knew when she'd had enough. A week later, it was time to take care of that troublesome tooth. Cassia was dropped off at the vet to have it removed before it could cause more problems. It was a small procedure, but an important step toward keeping her comfortable as she continued to grow. Back home, the mood was much lighter. Cassia and the other little ones were happily playing with their foster mom, climbing all over her and competing for attention. After weeks of feeding schedules, vet visits, and careful monitoring, moments like this were a welcome reminder that they were still just puppies, and playtime was serious business. The girls were getting older, which meant they had officially reached the age of having opinions about everything, including each other. Playtime now came with tiny arguments, dramatic little protests, and plenty of back and forth. Cassia's position seemed pretty clear. "We can discuss this, as long as I win." And once Cassia got started, apparently there was no off switch. Playing, wrestling, chasing, arguing, she just kept going while everyone else tried to keep up. The tiny newborn who once spent most of her days sleeping had officially turned into a nonstop little troublemaker. Somewhere along the way, the tiny puppy disappeared, and this confident girl took her place. Cassia was all grown up now, playful, opinionated, endlessly curious, and still very good at keeping everyone busy. From tube feedings and sleepy cuddles to toys, arguments, and nonstop mischief, she had certainly grown into her personality. One thing never changed, though. Life with Cassia was never boring.
What? What? Hey! What? What? Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness!
I was in the 3rd grade. People treated me like a criminal because I killed somebody.
Cassia's journey shows just how far a puppy can come with the right care and a whole lot of patience. And there are still many little ones who need that same chance. If you'd like to support what we do, you can donate by hitting the thanks button below. Please subscribe to the channel and consider becoming a channel member to help us continue sharing and supporting stories like Cassia's.